Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of The Ronnie Show. So glad you could be with us here tonight. Alrighty, so we got a couple of things to talk about, like always. Some sports scores and, yeah, some other, stuff too, as well. Like the schedule for the rest of the weekend, and yeah. Alright, here we go. We'll start off with USHL scores from last night. Youngstown beat Team USA 4-3. Green Bay beat Dubuque by a score of 4-2. And then Lincoln absolutely dominating Fargo 5-0. I mean, Fargo, they're pretty much the top team in the league, so this kind of came as a shock. I mean, they are only 2 wins apart, so it was going to be a fun battle nonetheless. Till Fargo got blown out. But yeah, and then Cedar Rapids beat Madison 3-2. Excuse me. They made a big comeback there. Sioux Falls then beat Des Moines. 5-2. Sorry about that. And then Tri-City beat Omaha by a score of 2-1. Waterloo beat Sioux City 4-2. We're going to take a look at that game here in a minute. And then Chicago beat Muskegon by a score of 4-3. So yeah, we're going to review that game right now. The game last night. We did not. Everybody. I did not go live like I said I would last night, because we got back really late, so I couldn't really last night, so I couldn't really film anything. But excuse me, we lost. 4-2. If you couldn't tell already, I mean, we sucked up last night. I mean, I will cut off some slack because this is the first time we have seen Waterloo this year with last night in Waterloo, so I'll cut a little slack off the Musketeers. But now that we know what they're all about, we should be able to win tonight, here in just a few minutes when that game starts. But yeah, Tyler Hodson getting his 9th of the year, and then Easton Zuger getting his 4th on the year too. Nice for him. All right. Maybe. Okay. Tonight's game. Sioux Falls is back at it against Des Moines tonight. Fargo is at Lincoln once again. Waterloo this time will be in our house tonight. That game will have that game will start at 6:05 Central Time. Oh, excuse me. We'll have coverage of that starting in about half an hour from now. So yeah, and then Team USA is back in Youngstown. Madison is back in Cedar Rapids. Omaha's back in Tri-City. Green Bay against Des Moines, and then Muskegon against Chicago. Let's just take a look at the standings now. Sioux Falls, they've climbed all the way from last place up to first place, level pegging with the Muskies. Hopefully we can win tonight, keep that pace. Well, at least try to keep our 4th place spot if we can. But yeah, we're basically neck and neck with Waterloo right now, so yeah. And then, of course, Fargo and Lincoln, the top 2 seeds in the Western Conference, going at it. So, of course, it's always going to be a fun night. I mean, Sioux Falls, they're 7-2-0-1 in their last 10 games. I mean, Sioux Falls, absolutely incredible by them, basically coming back from down low. Can they start having a good team again? We'll see. That win last night got them to the 500 level, so, or right at 500, so yeah. And then, of course, Chicago and Fargo, yeah, the top 2 teams in the league, without a doubt. So yeah, we'll take a look at NHL scores from last night. Florida beat Detroit by a score of 3-2. Predators beat the Capitals last night by a score of 3-2. The Jets beat the Lightning 4-2. Blackhawks beat the Coyotes 2-0. And then the Flames beat the Islanders 4-1. Then the Ducks beat the Sharks in overtime 5-4. Today's games / tonight's games. Maybe. Fair. Right now, tied up at 3 in the third. The Rangers are at the Devils, and then coming up here in just a minute, we have the Hurricanes at the Blue Jackets. Then later tonight, we have the Wild at the Sabres. Also later tonight, we have the Blues at the Canadiens, the Kraken at the Senators, the Red Wings at the Maple Leafs, the Avalanche at the Oilers, the Kings at the Golden Knights, and then the Bruins at the Sharks. Whoops. Obviously, Ronnie doesn't know how to use technology here, people, which is a bit of a problem. Friday night games last night. Whoops. Sorry about that. Alright. Here we go. Last night, the Pacers beat the Trailblazers 108-99. The Bulls beat the 76ers 126-112. The Knicks beat the Raptors by a score of 112-108. The Nets beat the Pelicans 108-102. The Hornets beat the Bucks 138-109. The Thunder beat the Wizards 127-110. The Spurs beat the Pistons 121-109. The Timberwolves beat the Clippers 128-115. The Nuggets beat the Cavaliers 121-108. The Heat beat the Sun 104-96, and then the Lakers beat the Hawks 130-114. Today's game, I don't know what that was, but anyway, tonight's games. Woo! We got the Celtics at the Spurs, the Jazz at the Bulls, the Pelicans at the Mavericks, the Magic at the Warriors, and then the Lakers are at the Kings. So, when I go to college basketball, or no, college football rather, excuse me, we got the big game coming up Monday night. TCU at Georgia. 6 o'clock, or 6:30 at SoFi. I probably should have just done that. College basketball action this Saturday. Illinois is leading Wisconsin right now by a score 67-56, although I haven't updated it, so it might be different now. It's not the credits just yet. Yeah, 73-63 now. And then Iowa State's leading TCU right now 48-42. Later today, we have Tennessee at South Carolina, then Xavier at Villanova, Washington State at Arizona, Syracuse at Virginia, Delaware at Charleston, and then as we head into the night, Kansas is at West Virginia, Kansas State is at Baylor, Arkansas at Auburn, UNLV at New Mexico, Gonzaga at Santa Clara, then some games that finished up earlier today. UConn beat Creighton 69-60, Texas beat Oklahoma State 56-46, Missouri beat Vanderbilt 85-82, excuse me. Alabama beat Kentucky 78-52, and then Duke beat Boston College 65-64. All right. Excuse me. So later tonight, as you know, in fact, it's coming up in just about 28 minutes, or 25 minutes, I should say, when our coverage starts. We'll have Waterloo in town, like I said, so 7:03 p.m. Eastern Time. That's when we'll start up with that. And then, let's see, what else do we have going? Tomorrow, we'll have, tomorrow afternoon, we'll have, Muskies. They will be in Sioux Falls, at 5 p.m. Eastern. That's what time we will start at. We'll go all the way through the game, and then we'll have our wheel spin at the end, and that will be it, basically. Yeah, and then next week, I don't know how many videos I'm gonna make at all next week, because, it's finals week. So, I'm honestly kind of thinking about not doing the game tomorrow, so I can get caught up on that, you know, and like note cards and studying and stuff like that. So I might not do it tomorrow night, or tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. We'll see what mood I'm in. The one class I really got to study for, I have all the worksheets for that. I don't have like my notebook though at all, so that could be a problem. That's okay. I don't have to take that until Friday. Finals are Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and that's actually the last final I do take, so yeah, I still got a little time to study for that. But yeah, this year's finals should be pretty interesting. She told us our history one's like 170 questions, and we get 70 minutes to complete them. So 170 divided by 70. Let's do that math. We'd have to answer about 2.5 questions a minute. So that could be trouble. But I mean, the study guide she gave us to study for the final is basically all of the study guides we've gotten throughout all the chapters combined into one. So I've done pretty well on all the tests and stuff. So in terms of multiple choice and stuff like that, so I should be okay. I should be okay on that one. Religion, depending, she hasn't told us yet if she's giving us a note card or not. So that could be trouble. But, oh yeah, and then our science, that should be interesting too as well, for different reasons, but maybe during one of the streams, I might, during, like, football or whatever, we'll have to talk about that, but, not right now, because it's a long story short. And then, next weekend, too, since I have no school Monday of the following week, what I might do, since next week is Super Wildcard Weekend, depending on how they schedule things, Sunday night, we'll do, like, a live stream for that at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. That's next Sunday now. So I might do that, I might not, depending on what the, wildcard schedule is going to look like. I was thinking about maybe doing it for like the noon game and then the 8:30 p.m. or the 7 o'clock game. But I thought, I don't know about that because I'm going to be out late the night before because the Muskies play. But also next Saturday, too, we have pep band at our high school basketball game. So the girls is at 3:30 and then the boys is at 5. And the hockey game starts at 6:05. So I'm hoping maybe I'll be able to do the girls' game and maybe like the first half of the boys' game, and then maybe leave to go to that because that'll be about the time we go from the Saturday games anyway. So yeah, my mom gets off at 5:30, so and then of course the game starts at 6:05. So kind of gotta be in a rush to get there. So yeah, busy week ahead. That's all I gotta say. So. Be along, of course, check the community chat tab for updates and everything like that. Always check the community tab for schedule updates. That's the #1 place to go for that. And I'm going to start doing this again, what I did back when I actually made the video form version of the schedule for the week. I'm going to include the schedule if, we were a real network. I've sort of started creating that. I only got the morning shows on the weekdays, so I still gotta, like the morning news programs we're gonna have. But yeah, the whole schedule will be on next week's kind of schedule type thing. Oh yes, and of course, you all know what happened Monday night. We all saw what happened Monday night. I mean, I didn't see it, live when it actually happened because America's Got Talent All Stars was on. But for those of you who don't know, which I don't know how you don't know already, but it's been everywhere in the news basically. But let's see, it was T. Higgins, right? He tackled Damar Hamlin, or maybe it was the other way around. I don't remember, but that doesn't really matter. After the tackle was made, Damar Hamlin got up and then collapsed. Very scary moment there. Like I said, I didn't watch it live because AGT All Stars was on, but we were kind of flipping it back and forth between the football game and that. And in fact, like I said earlier, I was planning on doing a live stream for that that night, but I decided kind of last minute to not do it because I still had a lot of work to get done in terms of, um, YouTube stuff and, you know, kind of getting ready for the finals already. So I was kind of focused on that. So, I mean, I'm kind of glad I didn't, but like, I'm also I'm like glad I didn't stream, but because, that would have been very scary to witness live on air with, the stretcher coming out and all that. And yeah, that would not have been good, but like, it's okay. I mean, part of me wanted to stream that night, not gonna lie, but part of me didn't at the same time because, of all the work I did have to get done. So, I'm okay with not streaming that night. Besides, I don't know how I would have gone about it, to be honest with you. I mean, I thought about it throughout the week. Like, how was I gonna, stream that? Because, the game wasn't called off until like an hour and 10 minutes after the incident happened. So yeah, that hour and 10-minute period would have just been full of, me saying the same thing over and over again, or, I tried, have funny stories and stuff like that during the stream, keep y'all entertained, but that wouldn't have been the right place to do that, for obvious reasons. So yeah, part of me wanted to stream that night, but part of me didn't. And I'm honestly kind of glad I didn't stream. Because I don't know, I'm still trying, figure out how I would have gone about it, throughout the week after the incident happened, how I would have, did all that for, that hour and a half period where, all that was going on and stuff. Like, wow, wow, wow. That would have been a nightmare, probably, I bet. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. I got way off topic there at the end, but join us in about 16 minutes. Waterloo will be in town, first time on the season. You're just going to have to tune in and find out how that goes. We'll see you at 7:03 p.m. Eastern.